Hello and welcome to World Tech Tube. Today we are going to learn about the replace subject. We have already added an Angular app and now I'm going to add a component called replace subject. Yeah, that is already added in our project. We can check on app.module. Yeah, it is there. And we have to add forms module as later on we are going to use this particular module in our project. Let me start with the replace subject component. We are going to create an example that will demonstrate how this will work. Create any object for the subject. It will take 2 arguments, but right now we are not going to give any argument. Let me create a subscriber message that will hold on all the messages that are being sent from the replace subject. Yeah, let us take the array of string. Fine. Let me add a buffer of type number. Right now we are assigning it to 0. Later on we will see how we are going to utilize this particular buffer. Let us create a subscriber. It will keep on holding all the notifications that are being sent from the observer from the replace subject. Subscribe one as a boolean property that will keep on tracking whether the client has been subscribed or not. Let us go ahead and start with the implementation. We will have a message text box in which we will send the notification. It will be of type string. How the functionality will be going on, let me start creating with subscribe. You can subscribe your client to the subject observable, and also we will notify like it is subscribed, that is set to true. Let me subscribe this to the subject. And we will getting some data, and later on we can utilize this particular data in our project, in our working application. Let us go ahead and create the unsubscribe method. This will do nothing, but it will set the subscriber to subscribe, and also the boolean property that is used to identify whether it is subscribed or not in our UI is also set to false. Once we are done with subscribe and unsubscribe, let us go ahead and start creating the method. Let me add a send message that will simply take the value from the observer, and it will use the next method of the observable subject, and it will notify it to all the clients. Right now we have one client, it will simply notify to that particular client. Once we are able to send, once the next method is called, we will simply put the message string to blank. And also in our client side, whatever messages list that are being visible to the UI, to make it clear on a click of button, we have added a method clear message that will set the array of string to length 0. The client that has been subscribed to the observable will use that particular returned data, that particular next value that is being sent from observer. We will use this method to add it to our array of string. Yeah, that one I was talking about, reset buffer. Buffer size is nothing but the replay subject that is taking an argument, numeric value, that n number of previous value that has already been sent from the next method will be immediate notified to the subscribed client. Suppose that your observable, your replay subject has already used 2 times next and it has a capacity of 2 as a buffer size, then it will immediate notify to all the client whoever is subscribing, immediately receiving all the 2 previous value. Resetting is nothing but we are simply doing unsubscribe to all the clients. We are simply like reloading of page. In a real print scenario, you can have a different use case of this particular. I don't think how you will be able to utilize. Let me add what I am going through with this example. Let me start working on the HTML part. We will be adding the bootstrap container. And on the top panel we will have the section for observer that will send the messages, and the second row, second section will be for the client that is being subscribing to that particular observer. Let me just copy and paste all the HTML part for the first section, for the subject, for the observer that will send the notification via text box and the click of button. Yeah, we have input text box and a button. Input text box has a model name message, and it has a send message method that will just send whatever we have input on the text box. Let me add one more section. It will simply set the buffer size for the next round that we are going to start again. You can say we are repeating the same example. Programmatically we are setting up the buffer size like on the very initial starting. When we define the replace subject, we define how many number of buffer value you want your previous value to be notified to the subscribed client that has been set from that particular number and button with the method reset buffer. Let me add the second section for client. Yeah, I have added. We have a subscribe method and unsubscribe and clear message that are being called with the respective button, and it will be hidden on the based of whether it is subscribed. If it is subscribed, then it will show you unsubscribe button. It is not subscribed, then it will show you the subscribe button, and the clear message will be visible once you have at least one notified message in your array. Let me add this selector to our component. Let us run the application. I am sending the text message. Why this particular clear all message is not visible? Let me reset the subject observable. We are defining it to the new replace subject with the new buffer value. If you don't give the value, then it will simply notify you all the values that has been sent previously, like absent test and hello. Send any message with the click of button. We have sent, and once you subscribe, why it is not coming still? Maybe we are not binding the values that are coming from the next method. Okay, we are getting all the data, but we are not adding it to the subscriber. Let me use this particular send to subscriber method to add the notified value to the array. Now let us see. I am sending the value hello. I sent the hello in its first line, second message, and the second line. Now I'm clicking on subscribe and I'm getting all the previous value that are being sent, as we have not set the default value to the defined observable. Let me add it to 12 so as to utilize all the available space. I'm sending hello, then sending first message, then sending second message, and I'm clicking on subscribe. Yeah, it is fine. All the previously value that has been sent from replace subject is available. Now I'm setting the buffer to 2, clicking on set, and it will again restart everything. Now it will notify you only the last 2 values. I'm sending the first line, I'm sending the second line, I'm sending the third line, I'm sending the fourth line, then I'm subscribing. I'm getting only the last 2 values, third and fourth. Now I'm sending the fifth line. It will start working like our normal subject observable. Clicking on unsubscribe and let me clear everything, and once you subscribe, it will again notify you the last 2 values. Last 2 values are fourth line and the fifth line. Thank you so much for watching.